Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another review. This sounds the Mythic Legion's Iron Knight. And I know you'll be seeing me do a bunch of these. And again, I'm really fascinated by the line right now. So it's really cool to get caught up and learn a bunch of new stuff. Some stuff is older, some stuff is new. But thank you guys for rolling through it. And hopefully I'm introducing you to the line the way I was introduced. Anyway, with the Iron Knight, we have the Legion Builder. And basically with these, just like the Elf Legion Builder, the body's the same. The differences are going to be the weapons and the helmets. So let's get started. The gold colors were very nice, but to be iron silver like color, it's really nice. It's a difference to be muted. There's no color separation via a different color. It's all silver all the way through, and it just looks really good. I'm really a fan of this body design. I like it a lot. It's one also used on the Elf Ranger and the Vampire Legion Builder. So color wise and weapon wise are going to be the real differences between these, as well as the helmets. But let's start with the helmets. The head can go up. It can actually look down, unlike the Elf Builder one. You can tilt it a little side to side. You get full 360-degree rotation. What's also cool, if you have other Mythic Legions, you can actually remove this top piece. And you can add hair pieces and things like that if you want. I'm actually going to plug that back in because I don't want to lose this tiny part. As far as articulation goes, it's the usual. The arm can go up. It can go up and down. It can rotate all the way around. There is a forearm swivel, and there is a gauntlet swivel. So the gauntlet swivel is here, and the forearm swivel is here. The arms only rotate to about 90 degrees. So as you can see, that's about as far as you'll go. You'll make an L shape no matter what you do. The hand and wrist articulation goes just up and down and rotates with the gauntlet as well. So there's an extra bit of 3 separations of rotation. Separation? No. 3 different degrees of rotation. But these are soft plastic as well as removable. That's something I forgot to include in the Legion Builder one. And you can also take these apart very easily. And the reason why is because Mythic Legions kind of promote you building your own sort of figure, which is something I really enjoy about these. The sculpt and the design on these are phenomenal. And they show you constantly that you can have a figure in armor that also has a ton of articulation. Now, the joints are going to be very, very tight on these. So you have to be careful with these. At some point, they're going to loosen up, so you can either use a pledge technique or you can use silicone chalk oil to do vice versa. As far as the torso articulation, it goes back about this far. It goes forward very nicely. There's also a bottom swivel as well that allows you an extra bit of rotation, so you can look good while doing this. The leg does go pretty far back. It goes pretty far forward. There is a thigh swivel. Mine's happened to be actually really tight at the time. There's a lower swivel that allows a little bit of extra articulation. The legs go up about this far, and there is a ton of ankle pivot that is very generous that also rocks forwards and backwards. So there's all that. So we've covered all the basics as far as the body goes. Now we're going to cover accessories that the Iron Knight comes with. So I'm going to leave you there to look cool. Sit you there. First thing, like the Elf Builder, comes with a spear. This one is a slightly darker tone color, but also really nice. They are also really tall. So if you are a range fighter and you like to see range fighter photos, you'll be seeing a lot of that with characters with spears. I enjoy that. Then we have a knight's sword, which is sort of like a broadsword. It can be held with 1 or 2 hands, depending on what you would like to do. And it just matches the color tone of the Iron Knight. So they kind of go with the same tone of that. But again, if you felt like, customizing it, painting it, blackwashing it, any one of those things, you can easily do that with the Iron Knight. You also get another sword, which is a more knightish sword, a more British sword of it. It looks really nice. This one is very plain. There are no real details into it. So let's actually get some light on that. No real details. Again, blackwash, paint, redesign, whatever it is you want to do with it, you can. You get the standard Mythic Legion's belt, which can go over the shoulder or around the waist, which will allow you to put your weapons into. So you can actually just slide that in there if you want to add your sword there. Then you also have the piece that goes onto the back. This allows you to store more weapons if you want. It plugs right in to the back. And as you can see here, if you want to store a sword back here, you can. That's what I use it for. I actually don't know the real usage of it, but it's really nice to see it done right here. That's what I use it for. It also can possibly be used to add on other attachments, which I do not have at this time, because I don't know. I'm new to the Mythic Legions game. Then we have the connectors for the wings, like the previous video. I'm going to do it this way. This one is for the larger pegged wings. This one is for the smaller pegged wings. Both peg right into the back, the same place I put the other peg. Then you have shoulder armor, which I have dropped one of them. So, oh wait, found it. There's something else dropped, and I'll pick that up later. But the shoulder armor plugs right on. This time I'm going to his right-hand side. And as you can see, the shoulder armor doesn't really hinder it. Just to give it a separate look, you can attach it on one or both shoulders, and it rotates up with no problem. So there is that. Last but not least, you get a separate head. This one is a crazy knight's head design. I'm assuming this is to help cover the backside of the armor that you can't probably protect yourself with. And this look is crazy at first, but it kind of is grown on me. I like the look of it a lot. It actually gives you a nice bit of range going up and down, because you can still look up and down with this head, as well as left and right. So nothing has changed the articulation wise with the different head, which is a big plus. I really like that. And then you lastly get a plain knight's shield. So the handle does not come attached. You actually have to wiggle it off. So I'll wiggle it in, push it in, add a little pressure, and voila. Fits right into the knight's hands. So, and you can actually rotate it. So if you want, you can turn your shield. Actually have a knight with a very nice shield. So this is very nice. So any combination of the knight that you want to do, you can actually probably get. And that's a real good thing about these. No two knights have to be exactly alike, which is really, really fun. Something that I enjoy very, very much. So that's something that I've been actually liking about the Mythic Legion stuff. It's kind of like to build your own figure. And I love this line because of it. It's the reason why I've immensely jumped into it very quickly. Real quick, though, I want to add a side note, that if you have Figma horse, or if you have one of the Lord of the Rings horses, I meant to try this before, but you can actually fit them on the Lord of the Rings horse and on the Figma horse. So as you can see, the knight actually looks pretty good on there. I like the look of it. I like it a lot. I've never had one of these horses before, the Lord of the Rings one, but I'm definitely liking the look of it. The Figma one is actually significantly smaller, but it works just fine as well. Takes a little bit more work, though, a little bit more effort. But there's that. Real quick, I'm going to remove the shield, and I'm actually going to keep this head on. And then we're going to compare size-wise with other Mythic Legions as well as other different lines. So, real quick, because of the helmets, I'm going to show you the Elf Legion builder with the Iron Knight, so you can see the differences. While they are the same body, they still kind of look different enough to me if you look besides the same chest emblem. But the heads alone are a dead giveaway to posture and how you keep them. But it's just pretty cool. Next up, we have him next to, I cannot remember his name right now, because I got him at Jersey Comic Con thanks to a friend, Crashbox. I appreciate you. And here they are next to Thistlehorn. So size-wise, that's what you're going to get with them amongst different other legions. So I like that the builds are not all the same between the different types of bodies. They're not the same, if you get what I drift. Then we have the Figma Ruler. Again, a mythological character, but amongst that time, so I like to do the size comparison with her. Let's get her to stand. Ooh. I guess the weight class is not working out. But as you can see, she's significantly smaller. But I'm okay with that, because she was, only 19 when she died as Joan of Arc? So that's where it works in the Fate stuff. But the Figma stuff is not really scaled, so don't really stress that. Here they are next to a Marvel Legends Vision with a custom CJ cape. CJ, I appreciate you. Thank you. And as you can see, they scale pretty well with Legends. So if you want to do an Avengers Forever display, this would totally work. Next up, we're going to do SHF. So here they are next to an SHF Kamen Rider Rogue. And there's one thing I did forget to include. That was our Articulated Icon Ninja. I will probably do that in a photo at the end. But if you are going to see the 1000 toys, just know that the Articulated Icons Ninja stand at about the same height. So that's something you can accompany for. So size-wise, that's what we have going. Last but not least, we're going to do my Mezco Kit Bash. But it has the Punisher's body with a cable head thanks to Old Boy. And size-wise, they work out just fine. I mean, obviously, proportion-wise, they're completely different. But as far as overall general height, it works out just fine. In the meantime, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Hope you found it informative. And most of all, guys, I hope you do good, be good, and drink your water. Later.